Mustafa Cham, Day Thomas, and your Cincinnati Bearcats destroy Oklahoma State 91-68. Welcome in to Chatterbox Bearcats. I'm your host, Nick Niehaus, live from my car somewhere in Clifton. Hudson Klauke joining me today. Hudson, Cincinnati scored 51 points in the first half of today's game. And that's where I tweeted that we might just have to accept the fact that Wes Miller will be the head coach next season. That's the story of this game, because that's all we've been talking about all week long is diehard fans are cheering against the team. Other fans are cheering for them to make the tournament. Is that a possibility? What's going to happen? And your Bearcats come out and smoke the Cowboys. And Mustafa Cham looks like a damn good player. I mean, really good. So I guess my first question to you is, like, how are you feeling? What a mix of emotions. What a weird time we're living in. Because you have a coach who everybody thought was a dead man walking, and now here we are coming on late. I just need your full just emotions for this one.
I've kind of been siding on whatever's going to happen will happen and just ride the wave. Like, I've been rooting for this team till the end of it. And I know a lot of people are against that. They're like, it's kind of one of those scenarios where you go short-term satisfaction, like if this team were to make the tournament, versus long-term. Like, are you willing to sacrifice the next 5 seasons? Because, like we said, the coaching carousel right now is hot. Like, Jared Calhoun is going to get a job. They're already talking about him looking at Kansas State, being a candidate there. Like, these guys don't just pop up every year, similar to like when we hired Scott Satterfield. Like, the coaching pool in college football was shitty, was terrible. Like, there wasn't many guys you could go to. It was like Deion Sanders, that Scott Satterfield came out of nowhere. So you can get yourself in one of those situations. Now, if this is a serious program, a serious athletic department, we sneak in, let's say we win out, we sneak into the tournament as an 11 seed, we lose first round, you still fire the head coach. That's what a serious program does. Now, there's a lot of things going into this. The donors, apparently, from everything we've heard online, are still all in on Wes. They love Wes. But at what point, as the athletic director, do you say, wait a minute, who's the one in charge? Is it the donors? You might as well be the athletic director then. Yeah. Hell, if you give us $3 million, you might as well select the next coach. So I don't know. I'm still rooting for this team, and it's just so funny. Every time Wes Miller's back is against the wall, this team comes out and looks like a wagon. Like, Oklahoma State isn't some top-tier level team. They're a bubble team in the tournament. They beat the brakes off of them, dude. They looked incredible today. Truly amazing. Like, this team is a tournament team. They just are. Will they make the tournament? I don't know. But, I mean, this team is that good. I really believe that.
Well, it's funny because it's like every time we smoke a team this year, I feel like me and you come on the show and we're like, well, they're a bad team, the team we beat. The team we beat's a bad team. And I was fully prepared to come on this show today and be like, yeah, we smoked them, but Oklahoma State's bad. But like you said, they're not as bad as we have been in terms of, like, just 6 years. Well, I guess they were because they fired their coach. Regardless. Anyway, my point being, we're doing this against good teams. We beat Kansas by 18 on the road. Who's to say Wes didn't just get these guys rallied late in the year? I don't know. Full disclosure to the fans of the show, I was coming into this game ready for a change. Read between the lines with that. And then I'm there at the arena, and it's packed. It is fully packed. There are people in every single seat. And I'm like, you know what? No. Let's punk these fools. Let's win. Let's make the tournament. And I kept saying to everybody, people forget, Mick Cronin at UCLA went from first 4 to final 4. You get in the tournament, anything can happen. All you need to do is get in the tournament, and you just go on a run.
And I said it last game that I do think the ceiling of this team is legitimate. I would not be shocked at all if they snuck into the tournament and won a couple of games. Now, if you're talking Final Four, yeah, I'd be pretty shocked coming from a Cincinnati fan, whether it's the Reds, the Bengals, whatever. That typically doesn't happen. But when you have a front court with Baba Miller and Mustafa Cham, and I think these guys are legit NBA level players, no doubt about it, and you get some decent guard play like we saw today, I do think this team could make a run. I don't think people want to play this team. We just beat the shit out of Kansas at Fall Allen. Like, it's such an interesting team and in unprecedented times. Unprecedented times where it's like you got guys rooting for us to lose. It's just a really interesting scenario. Like, we could finish probably 7th. It's not out of reach at all. 7th in the Big 12 with 16 teams. If you would have told me that before the season started, I'd say, all right, yeah, we're whatever, a 6 seed maybe. Like, I don't know what to do with this team. Are we dealing with a Wes erection? Is this a Wes erection? Just right when you thought he was dead, he's back. He raises up. You know what I mean? We saw Niehaus. Did you see? We had some chatter about the flyers that were getting put out in the stands.
Yeah. I didn't see one, but there was apparently, Lily texted us that he knew somebody who was passing out flyers with all the worst stats of Wes that you could imagine. It's like, he's what, 11 and 42 quad one? Yeah, all right, we need it. I didn't get one.
Got it up. So 0 NCAA tournament appearances, 0-11 versus Houston, 61 average Ken Palm ranking at the end of the season, 11 and 47 versus quad one opponents, 21, scratch that, 22 and 32 in Big 12 play, 1 and 4 against Xavier, 95th ranking in Ken Palm on average, 18 and 25 in February and March. Those aren't great stats, man. Like, the guys had plenty of time. Even if a scenario happens in which Wes turns this thing around, makes the tournament, for example, and then even next year has a good year. Let's say that happens. Do I believe that to happen? Probably not. If it does happen, it still doesn't change the fact that after this season, based on what we've seen over the last 5 years, objectively, he should be canned. That does not change. Now, could he turn it around and we all look like idiots? Sure. But objectively, based on what he has put out, the product he's put out for 5 straight seasons, he should be fired. That being said, I think this team might be damn good. I really do. We'll find out at BYU and TCU. Those are really good teams. I think this team has potential now. Is the head coach the problem? Probably.
Well, if it was like, and Lily has been saying this, if it was binary where you make the tournament, you keep your job, you don't make the tournament, you get fired, I think everybody would be ecstatic because it's like you are cheering to make the tournament. But we're living in this world where you know who is putting out rumors that the donors just love Wes. And even if we don't make the tournament, and then these are exact words, we prove we are legitimate, and I'm using air quotes, then he's coming back. It's like, well, if you don't make the tournament, you're not proving you're legitimate. You haven't made the tournament in 5 years. How are you proving you're legitimate? You haven't made the tournament.
If that happens,
it needs to be, he makes the tournament, he stays, he does it, and he leaves. And I got people in the comments of this show, oh, Niehaus is a West guy. Oh, my God. If you could see, how I was acting before the game, before we started smoking Oklahoma State, or my texts to Hudson, you would know that's not the case. I'm not a West guy. I would much rather him be gone. Okay? But it's hard to be one of 12,000 at Fifth Third Arena and be cheering for the other team when Mustafa Cham looks like an absolute stud. And I kept telling people, if Wes is staying and he keeps Mustafa Cham, I might be in. I might be in. If he doesn't keep Mustafa Cham, I'm out. Because Cham is an absolute beast. The guy has come on lately. He is a stud. I don't know, Hudson. What a weird world we're living in right now. Super weird.
Now, to your point, the chatter about, no pun intended, the chatter about Wes Miller coming back if he does not make the tournament is some of the sickest propaganda bullshit you will ever hear in your life. What are you talking about? You're building something. In this day and age, in 2026 and beyond, Nothing that you do the season before means jack shit. Baba Miller is gone. He's out of eligibility. Day Thomas is gone. Like, this is going to be a whole new team. Celestine, gone. Sure, if you bring Mustafa Cham back, great. I love it. This is not the era back when it's like we're building a team. It's a new roster every damn year. You cannot rely on and be like, oh, we were starting to build something and didn't make the tournament. It's been 5 seasons. If we don't make the tournament and bring Wes back, I think that is when you lose the fan base completely. I think you're not going to see the arena filled out at all. I hope it's not, because at that point you're accepting mediocrity as a program. You're saying participation trophy, gold star for Wes because he did well in February. The whole season matters, guys. The whole damn season matters.
Hudson, we're pissed off. We won by 30. They can't even announce him at the games. They don't announce him. You know what they do? They actually do announce him, I guess. They go, your Cincinnati Bearcats, brought to you by Wes Miller, who's the head coach. Okay, starting point guard, Jizzle James. Like, dude, they throw Wes's name in the quickest way possible. They don't even want to say his name at the arena. And you're telling me that you want him to come back? Not you personally, but like the donors and the administration. You're going to have him come back when they don't even announce him at games? It's incredible. It really is. Here's the thing. We're winning. We're winning too late. If Mustafa Cham was this good in the non-con, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If Baba Miller was this good against good teams in the non-con, we wouldn't be having this conversation. This team is very good talent-wise. We shouldn't be on the outside looking in of the tournament. I talked to Lily. Me and Lily met up at halftime. Lily's not going to be on the show. I met Lily in person for the 5th time because, we talk a bunch through text and on the show, but Lily came up, spoke to me at halftime, and we're talking. We're like, man, I didn't see this coming. Us just smoking Oklahoma State. Actually, I think we did. But in terms of wanting him back, cheering for the team to make the tournament versus like being okay with losses and him getting fired, it's going to come down to BYU. It's going to come down to that game, and it's like this isn't, breaking news. That game's coming up this week, and it's the next game on the schedule. But if we look good against BYU in the first half, I think at halftime I'm deciding, I want to make a run in the Big 12 tournament and make the tournament and have him come back.
Yeah. I think BYU, I think we're going to beat BYU. I really do. DeBonsa, Cham's better.
Whoa.
No, he's not. He's nowhere close. I remember like DeBonsa and or DeBansa, whatever the hell, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
I always look back to that Sean Abayev DeBansa conversation when they were like practicing for the McDonald's All-American game, and he was like, UC? So you're going to UC? That team's ass. And he's right. And he was right. But no, I think BYU at home, I think TCU on the road, that last game is going to be the dagger for us. I think we go and beat BYU and then lose to TCU, and then it's all said and done, tie a bow around it. But let's get into just for the stats for guys listening. Like I said, 91-68. They went on an absolute offensive spree like you've never seen. Mustafa Cham with 24 points and 15 boards. We haven't seen him rebound the ball like that all season long. 15 boards. Baba Miller almost with a triple-double, 11, 8, and 8. Day Thomas back. Day is back.
Yeah.
He had 3 weeks of just dog shit basketball. A guy had 26, 7 threes. And Tillery had 5 points, 5 assists, 3 turnovers. Like the stat line again doesn't look well, but he's got like that it factor, man. When you watch him play, like he's got that. Like that's a guy I would 100% want back. Is Keyshawn?
He does. He's the Energizer Bunny. Like he's definitely somebody you're excited about playing in his junior and senior year. Like I don't know if he's a starter at point guard next year, but it kind of makes you sad that the way things are right now are the way they are, because you have a Cincinnati program that's built on developing guys. If this was 15 years ago and we had Keyshawn Tillery as a freshman, you're looking at him and you're like, man, junior and senior year, this guy's going to be a stud. So I'm with you.
Yeah, no, he's got something about him that every time I look at the stat sheet, though, I'm like, that doesn't actually look great. He turned the ball over again at an incredible rate, but he gets to the paint. I know you guys were talking about like the free throw rate for Day Thomas and Jizzle James is not great. That guy gets into the paint almost at will. He's undersized, obviously, but you could see a scenario in which 3 years down the line, this is like one of the best guards in the conference. So kudos to him. Kudos to Tillery. And these guys are still fighting. It's just a weird dynamic that we're dealing with, man. Like, I've never been in a scenario where I'm like, should we win? I don't know.
Again, like, I was definitely on board with losing before today because I need a change in leadership. But then you get into the arena and it's just a different feeling. It was packed. Hudson, I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm getting voicemails onto my phone. I can't do voicemails from my car. I would love to, but Hudson, he will be handling voicemails. So tell the people the number, and then we'll put it in the chat.
I threw it in the chat as well, 513-549-7801. I see we got a number of them already.
Good.
I'm actually getting like wrong number voicemails too. I don't know if you dealt with that.
No.
I got like Janet reaching out about healthcare.
Oh no.
Or maybe or no, maybe she's like, you're a UC fan. Like, you probably need like a wellness check.
Do we need life insurance on Chatterbox Bearcats as a group?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to get into voicemails, or what do we want to do, Niehaus?
Can we just talk about Mustafa Cham?
Yes.
Because, I mean, I've apologized 5 times. I have apologized enough. I'm not going to apologize again. But Mustafa Cham wasn't great in the non-conference. And those are all the games we have lost, where we have dug ourselves such a hole to where the fact that we're playing well in the Big 12 is more reactive than proactive. Mustafa Cham is an absolute stud. This guy is insane. What did he end up with? I think he had 28 and 15?
28 and 15, man.
Did I just get that off the rip? I don't have the stats in front of me.
No. Oh, shit. I just gave him 4 extra points. He had 24 and 15.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Regardless, the guy is a monster. Whatever we gave him was absolutely worth it. I'm praying that he's not getting NBA buzz if Wes is coming back, because we need this guy back. I forget who I was talking to. I don't know if it was Lily or if it was a fan of the show. This is the best front court we've had since Gary and Kyle. For sure. I mean, that's not even a hot take. Like, we've had some bad big men recently. But
Dare I say better?
Exactly. That's the take. Is it's like they're barely beneath it. The only reason they can't be better is because we're not going to, unless we, went out and make some noise, we're not going to make the tournament. And that was a 2 seed. But this is a really good front court. And Mustafa Cham is the anchor. And people were saying Baba Miller was the best player, and he might be. But Cham has come on lately, and every penny that we paid him has been worth it because he's just fun to watch, man. Like the touch around the rim, the touch 10 feet out. He can shoot. He made a 3 today. I think he got a little heat check worthy today. I mean, he was taking a few threes, but big fan of Cham. He really proved everybody wrong, except, I mean, did he prove everyone wrong? He didn't play good in the non-con. Those are the games we lost. It's the reason we're not making the tournament. Regardless, he turned it on as the year went on. Here we are.
I mean, last 3 games, 28, 21, 24, and even before that, 15 and 15. And he's starting to rebound the ball better, too. I mean, he had 10 boards, 8 boards, 10 boards, 15. If you look down here, I mean, he wasn't getting anywhere close to that prior to recently. The guy's a stud now with the NIL stuff. He's probably going to make more money sticking around college basketball than he'll probably be a 2nd-round pick. Like there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to start getting buzz, because he was getting buzz before the season started. And then he turns it on like this. He's got to have buzz. He's huge, and he's got a beautiful touch. You don't see that often. And then you have a unicorn next to him in Baba Miller, and we're still on the next 4 out, last team on the next 4, so like 8th out in Lenardi's bracket. It's just crazy because I keep saying it again. This team is certainly capable of being a March Madness team.
What a shame.
It really is, because
What a
I
shame.
said it last show, to look back at this and be like, wait a minute. And you're talking about a guy like maybe Mustafa Cham and Baba have like a 10-year career in the NBA, and you go, what did that team do? They didn't do shit.
Nothing.
They played in the Crown, and then they went to the NIT with Baba and Mustafa. So here we are, man.
Hudson, it boils down to this. I already said it. I'm going to keep hammering it home. It has to be Wes makes the tournament. He keeps his job. He doesn't. He gets fired. It has to be. It is not that hard to make the NCAA tournament. And I'll reference what me and Lily talked about at halftime. It's a miracle I remember it, because so much went on in those 2 hours of Fifth Third Arena. They're going to extend the tournament, expand, and Wes is going to barely sneak in every single year and just keep his job. Steve Forbes at Wake Forest hasn't made it in 7 years or 6 years. He's coming back for year 7. Anyway, do we want to be Wake Forest?
No, we don't.
Like, God, he's got to go if we miss it. He's got to go. This guy has to be coaching for his job right now.
That shouldn't even be an argument at all. Like, clearly, if he doesn't make it, the argument should be, if he does sneak in, should he still be fired?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a real argument to have, because you can't look at just one season that you snuck into the tournament. He's underperformed. I think he would admit that he's underperformed. But hey, I'm human. I know Wes is human. He said that as well after that West Virginia loss. I want this team to keep winning. I'm gonna stand by that. I want this team to keep winning. I want to get into the tournament. I've been begging to get into the tournament for the longest time ever. Lily said the Ken Palm percentage was 10%. I bet it's up to what, 30 now after you beat Oklahoma State? It's got to be up to 30. That was what my algorithm was spitting out.
It's got to be. That's the Hudson algorithm. If we beat BYU and we beat TCU, what is that to end the season? Because I know that there's recency bias. Like Lily says, these people are human and they're not good at their jobs. They'll look at how hot you are down the stretch, and we have been red hot. So we won 4 in a row. We lost 1. If we win, I guess, the next 3, so what is that? 7, quick math, 7-1 in your last 8, and you're in the Big 12 and you win 19 games? It's pretty good. I mean, hard to keep out. That's hard to keep out.
I mean, they'll finish. So they only have 2 games left now. So like you'd thrown them an extra game, but it'll be 18-13 and 10-8 in the Big 12. Like a 10-8 team in the Big 12 not making the tournament is like unheard of.
Well, in the Big 12 this year is especially good. I know that people have been heralding it as the best conference in college basketball the last 5 years. And it's like the SEC last year was really good. I don't think they held up in the tournament. But regardless, the Big 12 this year is by far the best conference. Did I say the Big 12 tournament? It's the best conference. It is. It really is. And 10-8, that's pretty good, man. Like, it's Wes Miller's best year. It's his best year.
Yeah, I mean, everything. Chuck's saying that you got to put the mic lower on your lapel over there.
Am I overmodulated?
Yeah, I guess. I can't really tell with my headphones. They're shitty, but 18-13, you probably have to win a Big 12 conference game as well in the tournament. But it's doable, and that would probably be 2 quad 1 wins as well. So then you're looking at 4 quad 1 wins. We've done well in quad 2. And then you have to start wondering, because the committee should be looking at, hey, what happened once like Jizzle James came back? You're missing Baba Miller against Eastern Michigan. Zero excuses on that regardless. But it's something that comes up.
We're missing Celestine and Jizzle too. We're missing 3 starters. People keep saying, I mean, Chuck was talking about the cherry-picked stat of like we're the hottest team in February. The cherry-picked stat that I keep seeing is we're missing 3 starters against Eastern Michigan, and it's Celestine and it's Jizzle. And it's like, yeah, those 2 are starters because we've been ass all year long. But
how about
is Jizzle on this team if we were good?
If what? Oh,
is Jizzle on this team if we were playing well?
No, absolutely not. That was like his last card to pull, was pulling Jizzle James in. We didn't mention Sean Abayev got run today. 13 minutes. I thought it was going to be the end of a chapter with Sean Abayev, and he didn't get a ton of minutes. Second most off the bench though. 13, didn't do much. 2 boards, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field. But I thought that was interesting, even putting him in the game at all.
I don't need to have a take on Shanabayev. We just have to move on to the next question. I don't want to, don't say anything if you don't have anything nice to say.
Yeah, thank you, Pluto. He said, tell Chuck he can't just stop doing the show and UC sucks. Yeah, we've all said it. It's disgusting behavior.
Disgusting. Do you want to do voicemail? Right. I don't know if I can hear him. You might have to recap them for me.
Yeah, I got you. All right, let's now I'm trying to remember how I even play oh shit. Yeah, go on a rant or something. Go on a rant.
Did you download them already?
I downloaded them, but I got to add them to the media.
Oh my goodness!
Bullshit. Yeah,
what kind of an operation are we doing here? Chuck's in the comments.
We need an intern, dude. We need an intern.
Chuck to just join the show. He watches and then he comments. Chuck, just
where do I put it again? More sounds. I got it.
Yeah, sounds. I don't think I can go on a rant. I've kind of said it all. The only thing I'll say, and I've said it already, but once you get in the tournament, anything can happen, man. I think this is a very talented team. Mustafa Cham has the makings of an all-conference player. Baba Miller has the makings of an all-conference player. That's your front court right there. It's just we needed the guards to be better this year. Thankfully, Day Thomas finally had a good game. I don't know. It's a little too late, but we'll see.
I would agree with you. All right, I got a couple in here. Let's do this first one.
Hey, this is Will in Cleveland. Got to give it up to the boys today. Hell of a game. Day Thomas, man, oh man, flamethrower from 3 today. Really happy for him and the way he's been playing recently. But I just can't help but think that this has really turned into a what-if season. I know we still have a chance to make the NCAA tournament if we win out in the regular season and then probably win at least 3 games in the Big 12 tournament. But I really can't help but think, what if? What if we had not lost to Eastern Michigan? What if we had beaten Xavier and Clemson in the non-con? Both very close games we should have closed out. What if Jizzle James wasn't dismissed from the program and had to come back in mid-December and he had a full season to play? Would he have been playing as well as he's playing now in December and January? I would think so. So it's just, this team baffles me, and I'm kind of unsure what to do with Wes Miller now. I have been very critical of him, but this team has been fighting like hell for him. And I got to give him credit, all the credit in the world, because this team just won't quit. They don't quit. So, yeah, I just call me unsure in Cleveland for now because, I don't know. I guess we got.
Is it still going?
Thing plays out to determine his future. But appreciate your program. Appreciate you guys, and go Bearcats.
Did you hear that, Niehaus?
No, I didn't hear it at all. That was 2 minutes long. We need to put a limit on the voicemails.
He was basically saying he's in the same boat as everybody. He's I'm unsure, man. He's this team's still fighting for Wes. It was Will from Cleveland. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Will.
Basically saying I don't know how to feel. The team's still fighting like hell. They got a lot of talent. He said at the end of it, he said, just change my name to unsure from Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's where he's at. I think that's where 90% of the fan base is at.
Yeah, but it's weird because you go to the games and all right, me, Lily, I know you and Chuck aren't as online as Lily and me, but we're in, the Discord, the Trilly Discord, we're in these group chats and everything. And it's everything on the internet is we're hoping we lose to get Wes fired. And then you show up to the arena and the first bucket goes down and everybody's cheering. And you're man, the internet's not real life. It really isn't. And there's 12,000 people there hoping for a win. It's very confusing. Very weird times we're in.
Yeah, no, the internet, you got to realize that's 5% of anybody is those guys on the Discord. Like most average fans, like, parents, for example, people that aren't chronically online, like they don't know anything. They're like, wait a minute. Like my mom's like, are we in the tournament? Like she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She's going to go there and root her ass off. So it is what it is. Let's get into the next one.
What up, boys? This is Adam from Lawrenceburg. Just wanted to shout out you guys for having a couple beers with me before the BYU game. It was a lot of fun. Keep up the good work. Shout out Martino's. Go Bearcats. No real opinion. Good win tonight, or today, but other than that, shout out you guys. Shout out Martino's. See it.
That was just a caller that loves the show. He said, shout out to you guys for having beers with him before the BYU game. Was that you guys? Was I involved in that?
Sounds like we have to do it. I don't know. BYU football? Maybe it was that.
I think, I was like, I don't know. Maybe he was talking about the BYU football game. He sounded like we've already done it. Well, we'll continue to do so.
I'm going to the game, so it sounds like I'm going to have some beers with this guy.
You're going to have to meet up with him.
Martino's. Shout out Martino's. Sponsor. Thank you.
He did as well. He shouted out Martino's. He did our job for us. So,
there we
presenting sponsor. And by the way, there's a decent chance if they beat BYU, we are doing a live show for the TCU game. We have to. It's pretty much out of our hands.
I think so, because I think we just got to see the bubble. I want to see the bubble after BYU. I think we would be close. This is the closest. Excuse me, I just spit everywhere. Hudson, what's crazy is we wrote this team off so long ago, yet this is the closest we've been to the tournament in Wes's tenure. So, wild.
100%. It's the Wes erection.
That's enough. That's enough of that.
Yeah, somebody commented it's the Wes erection.
Well, that's what I thought you were saying.
It sounds like it. Whatever. Either one works.
Yeah.
Still plays, man. I've been workshopping that all week. Give me a break. All right. We got two more voicemails. We'll do. Trying to make sure. Dude, it's so hard to tell which one's which on here. I'm like, did I already play this damn thing?
A hard job. It's a hard job, Hudson.
Brutal.
What's going on, guys? It's Max from Cleveland. At this point, I'm a little overserved. Just saw somebody put my Girl Scout cookies in my house. That sucks. But I ran into Knee House at the game. I saw that I was talking to him for a little bit. He said he was rooting for the team, but it didn't sound very convincing. I just want to say, anybody rooting for this team to not make the tournament is just not a real fan. And don't get me wrong, I've only been a fan for so long of this team since I've been to school here. All I want is an NCAA tournament, as long as we win the first 4 games. But like I said, Jared Calhoun, I said this in the house, Jared Calhoun or Murray. I will take either of them. But what a great game today. That's a bubble team. That was a great win. It may have been our best game, full game of the season. We looked incredible. We got a massive order of Martino's because we got a big party at the house. Massive Martino's order. We are about to kill it. Best bar on campus. Thanks, guys. You guys do a great job.
That was Max from Cleveland. He said he saw you.
Yeah, we met up
at the game. There you go.
He did. He told me what he was going to say.
Yeah, he basically said if you're rooting against this team making the tournament, you're a fake fan, first and foremost. Also threw in that Calhoun or Murray is who he's all about. Shirts, I guess, is completely dead in the wind. He lost 3 games at St. Louis. He's dog shit. And then he mentioned Martino's. He got a takeout order for like the whole family, allegedly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so another
good
great
stuff.
call from Max.
Yeah, that's good.
He's in the mix. So do you think you're a fake fan if you root against this
team? Did he say me specifically?
He didn't say you, but if the shoe fits.
Sounded like it was me. No, I don't think you're a fake fan because like you mentioned, it's either quick dopamine is the word coming to mind where it's like we're in the tournament and we lose versus the long term of, hey, Wes Miller has to be our coach for the next 12 months. So no, I don't think you're a fake fan. I don't know, man. Like, here's the thing is it's so bad that we haven't made the tournament, and making the tournament barely is a joke. But again, the way the tournament is set up, you can make a run. And all that matters is you get talent in the building. And Wes did that this year. Hasn't worked out to this point, except for the last month. But I think we could make a run if we get in the tournament. But, it is sad. It's a disappointment.
Well, it's almost like, do we know what we've been for the last, 8 years? Like, are we really going to pick and choose when we want to make the tournament? Like, you don't know what's going to happen down the line. Like,
True.
When you have a tournament appearance, especially in the drought that we've been in, it's like you take it because you have to. You don't know. We could hire another Wes, have another 5 seasons of bullshit. So, I think as a fan, this is what you do. You root for this team. They probably won't get there, but at least you were along for the ride. Okay. At least you were rooting your ass off. And it's a win-win at the end of the day. Hey, if they make the tournament, W. They don't make the tournament and you fire the coach, all of a sudden, new energy, new voice.
That's the issue, though, is that's not the vibe that we're getting right now.
Right. From the insiders. Here's
the thing, is I've been very vocal, and I've kind of walked myself back on, I'm organizing a protest if Wes is back. If we make the tournament and he's back, I'm not. If we miss the tournament and he's back, under the law, I will do what I can to protest him coming back.
I'm loving just thinking about like Niehaus, the king of the burners, just heading out to Clifton with their pitchforks. They're like, wait, you go here? Nah, no, I'm 28, dude.
I'm old, man. I'm old. We can't let this happen. We cannot let this happen.
I mean, you saw that today. Like, I'm getting DMs saying, I think Niehaus is full of shit. He's not doing the protest.
Yes, we did. I got tweeted
Big
at
sports
that
guy. He was like, he's DMing me. He's like, I think he's not built for it. He's not built for protest.
I'm not built for it.
The protest game.
I'm not built for it. I would be going outside of my comfort zone to protest. I'm very anti-confrontational. The fact that I'm even going on a live show and telling somebody that this man has to get fired from his job is enough for me. I mean, I didn't think I'd be at this point. I'm the West guy. Like, me and Lily were the last frontier of Wes Miller. And I'm so far gone that we've been so bad for so long that I'm even thinking about organizing a protest.
Getting uncomfortable is how you grow as a person.
Yeah.
You kind of look like Wes a little bit. If Wes grew a little bit of a beard, backwards hat, maybe smoked a dart or two, I think you're Wes Miller. All right. Let's do this other voicemail. Here we go.
Hey, Houdini, your Dunkin' Donuts has arrived. No, this is Chuck calling in from the road. Let's just put it that way. Big win for the Cats. This is why I said 2 months ago, a year ago, that Wes needed to be fired because John Cunningham can't help himself. This dude is coming back. And at the end of the day, he's our coach. And I'm gonna rally the troops. I said pitchforks. I'm all talk. I'm all bark, no bite. I'm going to support whoever our coach is. But this is why he should have been fired months ago. Because he goes on these fairy tale little win streaks that make you believe. He ropes everyone back in. You want him to succeed. You were so bought in at one point that you remember those days. You remember after he beat Xavier and he went, it takes balls. It takes balls. When you can't shoot, we remember those days. And that's why you had to pull the plug when things were awful. And you have to remember how awful things were not that long ago. We're 16-13. Likely going to miss out on the NCAA tournament. I mean, this is an absolute no-brainer. But again, would it not shock you if Cunningham extended him and then took the Syracuse job and said, see ya?
I need to know what Chuck's saying.
See ya. Good show.
Well, Chuck used my little comment in the group chat where I was like, it would be an all-time Cunningham move is extend Wes and then immediately take the Syracuse AD job. Just say peace. He was basically saying a victory lap to Chuck because he was like, you guys debated it forever, claiming, I was an idiot, that Wes Miller's coming back no matter what. And he's not. You and Lily both were like, you're an idiot. There's no chance. Chuck is leaning towards being right in this scenario based on all the noise we're hearing, that Wes Miller would come back. But basically that's what he said, and that it's a no-brainer that if he doesn't make the tournament, he should be gone. But he doesn't think it's going to happen based on Cunningham.
We can't let Chuck be right. I think that's the number one thing here is we cannot let him be right. And you're right. Me and Lily have been anti-Chuck for a while in terms of his takes.
Anti-Chuck.
Not in general. Not in general. Chuck, I love you. But you know Chuck's takes, and it's like, dude, he's gone. That's so peek behind the curtain. Chuck's been thinking Wes is going to be back for the last 3 months. He's like, no, don't worry. Wes is back. I need to take a sabbatical. I'm moving to San Fran. I don't have time for this. And we're like, dude, Wes is gone. Like, he's fired. Don't worry about it. Well, here we are. And Wes very well could be back. We can't let Chuck be right. I think that's the number one reason I want Wes fired, is I cannot let Chuck be right.
He might be. Then Chuck's like, well, I was moving to San Fran. I didn't have, that's what it was. I'm like, you did a basketball card show, like selling like Rick Barry rookie cards for 3.5 hours. You had plenty of time, Chuck. My God. But he might be right. That's the matter. We got one more voicemail, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Make sure we do this one, and we get you out of that car in Clifton.
Hey, this is Jake from Clifton. Just got back from the game today. And I hate to say it. I mean, I booed Wes Miller early this year, but I feel like I'm kind of starting to fall for this team. I'm really starting to think I like them. I mean, I think this team has some grit. They all know what's going on, and they just show up every single game, ready to fight. And, I mean, this team has some Bearcat energy. And, I mean, who knows what will happen in the next few months, but whatever it is, I think I'll be rooting for them absolutely. And I hope they make some noise in the Big 12 tournament, and maybe we see some March, eh?
All right, that was Jake from Clifton, self-admitted booer of Wes Miller at one point this season. And he said he's starting to get wooed by the man again. He's like, this team's got Bearcat energy, and he's not wrong. I'm not saying getting wooed by Wes Miller. I'm saying this team has a lot of talent. We talked about Mustafa Cham. We talked about Baba Miller. We talked about, Tillery off the bench. Celestine has outperformed significantly. They have, like me and Neos have said, like they have a team that could potentially win some games in March if they get in.
Yeah.
But this is the Wes Miller effect, man. He pulls people back in, and that's why he might have a job next season.
Don't believe his lies. Don't believe his lies. Whoever, I don't know the name of the caller, but don't believe Wes's lies. Jake. He's got to go. It's been 5 years. We're sneaking into the tournament in the 5th year with a team that is definitely underperformed. He's gotten talent in the house all 5 years. It's got to be done. Don't believe his lies. Wes has got to go. That's all I got to say.
The reason I've been repeating the voicemails because Niehaus can't hear them. So I don't think the fan base is stupid that they can't comprehend the voicemail.
No,
that's all I got, man. We got. When the hell is this game? When is this game? When's the next game? They got BYU
9 p.m.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, I might have to knock on a random door in Clifton to use somebody's restroom. I mean, I'm dying here, Hudson. We got to wrap up the show.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right, so Bearcats slaughter Oklahoma State 91-68. They moved to 16-13, 8-8 in the Big 12. You got 2 games left. They're last 4 out, the bottom team, the 8th team out in Lenardi's bracket. They win 2 of those games. I think they get a little bit closer. Win a Big 12 tournament game, you might be in the damn tournament. Biggest story is Wes Miller. What's going to happen to him? But that's going to do it. Me and Nick Niehaus live from Clifton in a Subaru, I believe. But appreciate you guys joining. Like and subscribe, obviously, wherever you find podcasts. Appreciate the voicemails, too. But we will talk to you guys soon. Peace.
See you.